Hey, Midlife Navigators. Welcome back to another episode of Navigating Life After 40, where I am your host, Roni J. As always, I hope each of you are doing well. Before we begin, I need a little favor from you. I love for you to like, subscribe, and leave a review on your favorite podcast platform. This helps to reach more amazing women just like yourself who are looking for support and education on how to navigate through this journey. For this episode, we're going to take a dive into the heart of midlife and explore something that many of us wonder about. Are we truly thriving, or are we just going through the motions trying to survive? For this one, you might want to grab your favorite drink and sit down for a few minutes because, girl, we got to have us a conversation today. So here's the deal. Midlife is this crazy roller coaster ride, right? Sometimes it feels like we're on top of the world, and other times we're just trying to keep our heads above water. But here's the thing. We want more than just survival, don't we? At least I know I do. We want to thrive, to feel alive, to make the most out of this beautiful chapter in our lives. So let's kick things off. Let's kick it off, girl, by getting real about what it means to thrive and survive in midlife. Thriving, of course, we've heard this word before. We've heard both of these words before. But thriving, it's more like waking up in the morning with this fire in your belly, pep in your step. You are feeling excited about what the day holds. While surviving, on the other hand, it's more like dragging yourself out of bed and trying to get through the day without collapsing from exhaustion. Can you relate to this? Because I surely can. There are some days when I feel like I'm in survival mode. And for me, those days are pretty sucky. And that's because I would rather stay in bed and sleep than face the day. But although I experience days like this, and it's not often, I really do have to pay attention and ask myself, why am I feeling this way today? What is happening in my body? What's going on? Did I not get enough sleep? Is there something else going on in my life? But why am I feeling this way today? What I want you to do right now is to close your eyes for a moment. And if you don't want to close your eyes, that is perfectly fine as well. And I want you to imagine that you're out here in the world living your best life, chasing your dreams, and radiating in positivity like, girl, it is nobody's business. That is what it looks like to thrive during midlife. This time of our lives is about embracing change, finding your passions, and also living life on your terms. And we both know a few incredible women who've done just that. And one of the things that we know when we hear women speak who have incorporated these things is that their stories are so inspiring. And some of you have heard right here on this podcast, those women who have shared their stories, and they have been nothing short of just amazing. And then there are others that you may know just from seeing them on your television screen, for example, or even magazines. For example, there's Vera Wang. Vera Wang is a famous fashion designer who started in midlife. She started in her 40s. She was originally going to go to medical school, and that just wasn't the direction that she wanted for her life. So she chose to go into fashion design. Then there is the great Oprah Winfrey, right? And although she started in her 30s, her empire didn't really truly take off and grow until her 40s. Then there's my girl, Tina Turner, who became a household name outside of her husband during her 40s. I also did an episode on reinvention during season 1 where I talked about Tina's life and how she reinvented herself in midlife. Then we have Martha Stewart. Listen, Martha launched her empire in her 40s. It was almost like she just came out of nowhere, but she started in her 40s. But these women, and there are so many more out there, and I'm hoping to just to do like a reel or something on social media just to show you all just many more of those women who thrived. Thrived, followed their passion. They embraced change because they just chose to live life on their own terms. And I'm hoping to show you guys more of that on social media. We'll be back right after this. Hey there, Midlife Navigators. Are you ready to turn heads and steal the spotlight? Picture this. You're strutting down the street and heads are turning left and right. Why? Because you're rocking those stunning glasses from Zilul. Zilul isn't just about eyewear, it's about making a statement. Whether you're into bold frames that scream confidence or sleek styles that exude elegance, Zilul has got you covered. And here's the best part. Not only will you look amazing, but you'll also feel amazing knowing you got the best deal possible. Just use code NAVIGATE at checkout for an exclusive 15% off your order. So why settle for boring glasses when you can dazzle with Zilul? Elevate your style, boost your confidence, and let your glasses do the talking. Head over to Zilul, that's ZEELOOL.com, and unleash your inner fashionista today. And also, don't forget to use code NAVIGATE, that is NAVIGATE, at checkout for your exclusive 15% off. Happy shopping, navigators. Now, back to the episode. And as we continue this discussion, I like to just take a moment to keep it real with you. Because here's the truth. We all have those days when we are barely hanging on by a thread, right? Maybe you are stuck in a job that you hate, or you're feeling disconnected from loved ones. That's when it feels like you're just surviving, trying to keep your head above water. And you know what? That's okay too, because it happens. Life happens. But here's the thing. Although we have these kind of days, we don't have to stay stuck in survival mode forever. Girl. Nope, we're not going to do that. You and I are going to work on turning things around and starting to thrive right now. And you're probably like, well, girl, how am I going to do that? Because I'm stuck. Well, I'll tell you. It starts with a little self-reflection. And I have 3 questions that you can ask yourself right now to just get you started, get you moving from a place of surviving to one that is thriving. So for this part, you might want to grab a pen and piece of paper, or you can just replay this episode and come back to this part of the episode so that you can get these questions and just take some time to reflect on them when you have a moment. The first question is, are you feeling fulfilled? And that is a really good question to ask yourself. Are you feeling fulfilled? If not, what is standing in the way of this? Also, what is one action step you can take to help you feel more fulfilled? That's just the first question. And I know I did a little bit of question stacking there, but those are just some things you can ask yourself. And that's all a part of that first question. The second one is, are your relationships bringing you joy? This can be friendships, romantic relationships, or even your job. Because yes, the work that you do on a daily basis, the clock that you punch every day, or the laptop that you're logging into every day for someone else, that is a relationship. If these things or any of these things are not bringing you joy, what's standing in the way of you feeling joy? And what's one thing you can do today to begin to experience joy. And the third question is, and this is a big one, I talk about it pretty often on my solo episodes. Are you taking care of yourself, your body, and your soul? This includes your mental, emotional, physical, financial, and spiritual self. How are you feeling in these areas? And also, what are some steps you can take to begin caring for yourself better in these areas? Think about that. And that's just some things that you can do now to just get you started. Just some questions to focus on, some things to ponder on, journal about, if that's your thing, or have a conversation with yourself, because it's okay to do, girl. Sometimes I have them in the mirror with myself. But these things, while they are a few self-reflection questions you can ask yourself to get started, I'll tell you a little bit about what I've been doing lately. And that has been going on my own journey of self-reflection. And I did this by creating a midlife reflection journal, which consists of 30 days of journal prompts and affirmations to help guide me through a journey of exploration on various topics such as identity, relationships, and aspirations. And I've been doing this now. I'm probably halfway through, and I want to offer you the first 5 days of journal prompts so that you too can embark on this journey and move from surviving to thriving. What I'll do is I plan to include the link in the episode show notes, and you can just download it from there, the first 5 days. And if you find that you want the full journal, the full experience of the 30 days, what I will do is also have a digital copy for purchase. And I'll also include that link in the show notes description as well. I'm also in the process of getting it added to Amazon. So once it's there, I'll keep you posted so that you can purchase a hard copy. I can't wait to hear you guys tell me about this. All right. So let's continue, girl. Let's continue. Because we got to talk about the transitions. We can't forget about the transitions. You know, those big things, those big changes that come along, and they just kind of shake our world up a little bit. And that can be just a big career change. It can be being an empty nester, a relationship shift. And girl, that big change that we all are dreading right now for those of us going through it. And that is perimenopause, whom I've nicknamed Perry, and her sister menopause. Those hormonal changes are no joke. And I just had to take a pause there because they can do something to you. But navigating these transitions, while they can be trust, I promise you that you have what it takes to come out on the other side stronger and more resilient than ever. And guess what, girl? You also got me. I'm here. I'm walking right alongside you, and I'm here to cheer you on. And so when I'm doing these episodes, it's my way to not only educate you and by bringing on guests and having these conversations, but I'm cheering you on and also cheering myself on as well. Because, girl, we are on this journey together. We were both trying to figure it out. So, Navigator, I want to leave you with this. Because I want you to know. I really want you to know that you are capable of so much more than you realize. Whether that is thriving, surviving, or if you're somewhere in between, I want you to know that you are seen, you are heard, and you are understood. And girl, together, you and I, yes, you and I, because I told you we are on this journey together, and I'm cheering you on, and I hope you're doing the same for me. But we are going to rock this midlife journey like the fabulous women that we are. So cheers to thriving. Cheers to thriving. Cheers to growing. And I cannot wait to hear your progress. Thank you so much for tuning in. Again, please like, subscribe, share, and also write a review to this episode about this episode and any of the other episodes on your favorite podcast platform. Also, don't forget to join the Facebook group, Navigating Life After 40, where we continue the conversation on these topics. I'll also include the link to join the group in the show notes. Until next time, you keep thriving, girl. I'll check on you soon. Bye now. That's a wrap for this episode of Navigating Life After 40. I hope you enjoyed this conversation just as much as I did. If you love what you're hearing, be sure to hit that subscribe button so you never miss an episode. And if you're feeling generous, leave me a review on your favorite podcast platform. This helps me to reach more amazing women like yourself who are trying to navigate this amazing life. Thanks for tuning in, and until next time, keep living your best life.